Welcome to George University. Class in session. Professor Harris has arrived. Now, it is my strong belief that common sense is one of the things that we lack most in our society. And this is a worldwide thing, and I'm not just talking about America, but I can talk most on America because, that's where I'm from. I see it every day. What is common sense? Go ahead in the comments right now. I want you to tell me, what is common sense? Now, while you do that, let me get a little sip of my drink. A little thirsty. Always stay hydrated. Now that you're finished with that, common sense is making the good choice. What will logically be the right decision. Using your sense of what is good for the common good. What is the outcome you want to get to? Now, due to this lack of common sense in our society, we see so many things that you just look and go, huh? Why do you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you say that? Why did you, why are you doing that? Like, for example, I've seen people have a, loving, caring, supportive, respectful girlfriend at home. Girlfriend, your wife, husband, whatever it might be. It just happened that what I've seen is a guy who has a really good girlfriend. She's sweet, sweetheart. She's helpful. She's supportive. She's treating him with dignity and class. She's loyal and faithful. All the good things. She might have some flaws with her but we all human. We all got our problems. But at the end of the day, she do really good. She real good for him. I've seen guys be in that type of situation. Yet they go cheat on their girl with somebody who not even half of what his girlfriend is. Let's say, I don't like to use, 1 out of 10 scale to rank how attractive somebody is, but for understanding purposes, let's just use that. Let's say, 1 is bottom of the barrel, 10 is supermodel. Whatever you think is the perfect visual woman for you. Let's say on that scale, your girlfriend about an 8. She's about an 8. That's very high up there. If 5 is average, 6 is above average, 7 is well above average, 8 is you really up there. They have that kind of girl in their life. And I'm talking an 8, not in just her looks, but in her character, her integrity, her morals. They have that, yet they go cheat on the girl who a 4, a 5. Maybe she might look better than the girlfriend, but they a whole lot worse. Their character, the compatibility, it's just so much worse. Common sense would tell you don't do that. And that's just one little example. I've seen people start smoking and I'm talking vaping, cigarettes, weed, whatever it might be, whatever you do. Maybe you even smoke crack. It happens. I've seen people end up doing that because, I just want to try it. I want to do something different. I wanted to go throw my life away for some vape pods. I wanted to go join a gang to look cool. I wanted to go rob somebody because I don't want to get a job. I wanted to not take care of my kids because I don't feel like it. I wanted to go throw, if I'm trying to lose some weight, I'm trying to get in shape, I wanted to go out to McDonald's every night because it tastes good. Where's the common sense? where's the common sense when we're talking about stuff like, I'm not a political person, but let's just use this for example, right? You think that abortions are the worst thing under the surface of the sun. You think they're absolutely atrocious, they're terrible, evil, villainous, devious, whatever you want to call it. Another person thinks that, it's not, you shouldn't just be going around, just aborting. But if you're not ready to take care of no kid, or you're not able to have a child, like your body cannot push the kid out, and if you try to do that, you and that baby both die, or maybe you just are the kind of person who just doesn't want to have kids, like you just don't want to have kids, and it, condom break or whatever happens, you end up pregnant, but you do not want that kid. The common sense solution for both of you is simple. Stay in your own lane. If you don't want to get an abortion, you don't do it. You don't do it. If I want one, it's my body, I want to get my abortion, let me get my abortion. You don't have to get an abortion because I say I want an abortion. I don't have to go push out a kid because you say you got to go push out that kid. Like, people argue over stuff that does not need to be argued over. We having pointless, meaningless disputes and disagreements because y'all not using your common sense. Like, I don't even argue with people because why would I waste my time arguing? If it was something like somebody comes to me and they're saying, oh, I think that you can improve this thing, or I think you should try this thing differently, or when you did this, it made me very upset. I'll listen, like I'll talk to you about it, but I'm not about to go arguing back and forth, like, because arguing, you get nowhere. Like arguing, sitting and going, oh, but you did this, no, you did that, and you made me feel this way, and I did this, and I... Pointless. Instead, we can have a reasonable discussion. You can say your points, I can say my points. We can find a solution, or we can just go on about our day. But it's that lack of common sense that leads to meaningless arguments, that leads to throwing your life away because you want to look cool, that leads to trying stuff you definitely know you shouldn't be because you just are like, I want to try it, I'm young, it doesn't matter. Do you not see the people in the real cost commercials with their lungs falling apart and going, I think that's a teen? Do you not see that? Do you not see the people who get out of prison and they doing the speeches at the school saying, I want to look cool, but then I have to do 20 years. Don't be like me. Do y'all not be listening when they say that? Do y'all not be listening when y'all seeing, and it shows like, that be popularizing this stuff. Y'all gotta watch what y'all watch. No, that's a gem right there. You gotta watch what you watch. Yeah. But stuff like Real Housewives of Atlanta, like the drama shows, the podcast where like it's just people yelling at each other all day. If you had some common sense, you wouldn't have to go do that. You go, okay, sitting and doing that, not good for me. What is a good choice? I'm gonna go, hit the gym, get myself in shape. I'm going to, read some books, get my mind right. I'm going to use my time properly. All of these good things come from common sense. You know, this is bad. So, this is a better option. Take the better option. That's the common sense. But a lot of times, we'll be in a mind state where we're not using that common sense. Like, something that happens often is like, for example, with guys, we might see a girl who like we so attracted to, like she just wow, like for whatever reason. It might be her personality, it might be the looks, it might be whatever about her. Like we just wow, Google eyes, like eyes popping out the head. And in that mind state, we might not use our common sense the best. Like, we'll be, doing all this extra stuff that go against the common sense because we just not using it. And it's something that you gotta continually practice. Like, you gotta train your mind to go, we gotta use our common sense in these situations. Like, something that I used to do all the time. I might notice, I'm really doing some extra stuff right now. Like, I'm kind of about to step out of my principles or whatever. And when I realized that, I catch myself and I go, all right, Lawrence, let's cool it. Let's calm down. Let's be all right. We got this. And that's when you start to be in a mind state where you can use your common sense. Like, you can see that, it might be tempting to fit in with people at like this party or this club or the people at school and start vaping or smoking or doing this or doing that to fit in. But when you are in the right mind state, you see the common sense choice of, this is bad, don't do that, make the right decision, even if people think you're not cool or don't fit in. And when it comes to stuff like how guys might interact with girls who we are real attracted to, we gotta, use that common sense. Like, think about it like this. A lot of guys, they'll flash their money, they'll flash their cars, their chains, or whatever, and then be surprised when they attract girls who, that's what they want. Like, they want the money, they want the car, they want the fast life. And then they be surprised when a girl wants that, but they don't step back and go, well, had I used my common sense, if I'm trying to attract a, decent wife, then I wouldn't have been flashing my money in my cars, because it's not her fault that she like money and you showing money, so she want the money. Like, that's why for me, I don't dress no crazy fancy type way. I just dress how I feel. I express myself. I'm not walking around with diamond chains or anything. Even if I had the money to do that, I wouldn't do it, because that's not the kind of people I want to attract. By using my common sense, I can go, well, what do I want to attract? What do I want in my life? And I live in line of that. I go, well, if I do this thing, how will it impact me down the line? And I live in line of that. I use the common sense to look down the line and go, okay, if I do this now, what's it going to lead to? And that's when you can step into like the more positive like qualities, like, getting rid of bad habits, replacing with good, all that great stuff. But it all starts with the common sense to know, I gotta do what I have to do to get to where I want to go. I don't want to go around flashing all my money, because if I walk down the street holding $500 in my hand and somebody robbed me, that's on me. Like, yeah, it's like the person who robbed me is 100% guilty, but it's on me for putting myself in that position, where common sense would have stopped me from putting myself in that position. Like, I wouldn't walk down the street with $500 in my hand in the middle of Compton. I'm asking to get robbed. I'm asking to get shot. Like, but that's all I got for y'all right now. I just hope that really clicked for y'all. Like, common sense, it'll solve so much. We gotta do better out here. Come on. Like, even the politicians not really using their common sense right now, but that's a whole different topic, man. That's a whole different thing. Just, you gotta up it. You can't keep saying common sense. You can't keep saying common sense. That bee is so pretty. Hey, you wanna come land on me? Yeah, that thing's so pretty. But yeah, we gotta like stop saying common sense when it's uncommon. Like, common sense is a beautiful thing nowadays. Learn how to use it properly. I love y'all. Have a nice day. Keep it up.